to rejoice, Mom. I'm gonna make everybody see through my eyes. Sometimes I feel like Harry Potter, 'cause my mother's a wizard. She can walk on water in a blizzard across a dock. When I was a toddler, I must have thought I was a doggone otter in the river, walking across logs that I was probably told not to cross, crossly by my mom and probably double dared to cross by my dad, goading me on. Somehow I always knew that I was hardly in danger though, 'cause my mother's love was like a guardian angel. So my brother and I knew to come running out the thistle when she would put her fingers in her mouth and whistle. She always had the makings of a master business manager. They also call me master, but in fact I'm just an amateur. When I was a grad, all I had was peace and quiet, while she lived in a house where she had to police riots, with 3 little kids, grilled cheese on the griddle, fights to be settled, and a thesis in the middle. And somehow she still brought home the Dean's Medal. She still found peace like a Japanese riddle. So what is the sound of one hand clapping? It's the sound of her political detractors laughing. It's the sound of my dad trying to practice rapping. It's the sound of paradox, the definition of impossible. You need only consider it to get philosophical. Now raise your voice and get a little bit spiritual. Broke ministries pray for Joyce instead of a miracle. And I know her new staff is aware of inheriting the same inherent magic that was there in her parenting. Why else do you think all of Victoria was so afraid to cross the will of the Wallop warrior? But she has no real reason to fear quarrel, a powerful sorceress surrounded by mere mortals, and this creates a weird sort of conflict, a contradiction that refuses to resolve and confuses her competition. They're like, how can someone in such a strong position still remain the model of an honest politician? No one knows exactly how she does it. Those who recognize it in her proudly love it, while others doubt. Those cowards rebuff it. Moses told us, thou shalt not covet. But if you question me, the one exception should be, thou shalt covet thy neighbor's integrity. 'Cause I often look to her when I need to better me, and I'll never be shy when I meet someone on the road to say that my mom's the smartest woman I know. And lately I'm never home, but as I come and go, I always keep in mind my mother's government role, especially when I'm strained and I have to work all night, and I start to complain about my personal life. But this is Club Med next to her workload, right? It keeps my introspective job in perspective. I've been ignored lots, but I've never been protested by angry mobs who are not interested in hearing how their taxpayer dollars have been invested, especially when the opposition's doctrine has been ingested like cough medicine since the last provincial election. So I'll say it slow and simple, like I'm Robert De Niro. My mother's my hero. If I exaggerate, you might think I'm a weirdo, but I believe she could work under the Emperor Nero and still bring the people heat when the temperature's 0, and still bring the people hope when they've been deceived by everyone from government to industry. She even makes cynics suspend disbelief when she makes friends with the business elite, and then still defends the people living in the streets. I'm just proud to be one of the limbs of this tree, but I'm not mad at her detractors, just sorry, 'cause Joyce's whole life has been a success story. I've never met anyone more destined for glory. I mean, look what she did when she was just in her 40s. MBA, MLA, cabinet minister, business manager, though that almost finished her. So I've never met anyone in worse denial than the person who says she isn't versatile. The most impressive public figure that's emerged in a while. The queen of the Fraser, our version of the Nile. The stuff of legends like Cleopatra, able to achieve anything that she goes after. And you can see that she's her own ego's master. And that's a keystone on the path to enlightenment. A woman of action, passion, and excitement who never hides behind a mask of entitlement. And this is vital in this civic assignment, in this critical time, in this political climate, when the liberal mind lives in a cynical environment. Joyce is our beacon of light, and we can shine it on people at night, and they can seek and find it. And it's plain to see that she's patient and even-minded, and speaks respectfully to people, even when they've been blinded by flagrant lies and propaganda machines. Sometimes it makes me want to throw my hands up and scream, but Joyce never seems vexed when she has her hands full with each next crisis or media scramble. She sees each challenge as a chance to lead by example, and that's why she's so badly needed by Campbell, 'cause she keeps her energy grounded and soft, even when everyone around her is lost. So let's have a thunderous round of applause for my beautiful mother, who's down for the cause. I wish I was there to hear the sound, but I'm not. Thanks for everything, Mom. I think it's my turn now. Let me sing you a lullaby. Like this. If they could see you through my eyes, I know they would recognize you as a role model. If they could see you through my eyes, I know they would trust you with the tribe survival. If they could see you through my eyes, I know they would recognize you as a role model. If they could see you through my eyes, with the tribe survival. If they could see you through my eyes, I know they would recognize you as a role model. If they could see you through my eyes, I know they would trust you with the tribe survival. If they could see you through my eyes, I know they would recognize